Hi guys, this is Chaitanya and today we are going to see about Thevenin's theorem. Coming to the statement of Thevenin's theorem, any combination of linear bilateral circuit elements and active sources, regardless of the connection or complexity, when connected to a given load ZL, ZL is load impedance, may be replaced by a simple two-terminal network consisting of a voltage source VTH in series with an impedance ZTH, which is connected across the terminals of the load ZL. This statement we are going to understand with the help of the circuit presented here. So if you see this circuit will have multiple sources as well as multiple impedances. What this statement will give us is we are going to convert this complex circuit into a simple circuit which will consist of one voltage source VTH in series with Z equivalent across the load ZL. Here ZL is nothing but your load impedance and the current flowing through ZL is nothing but your load current IL. So finally with the help of Thevenin's theorem we are going to calculate the load current IL. So before going to see the steps for solving Thevenin's theorem, we are going to see some important points related to it. So in the note if you observe, theorems are applicable for both AC and DC networks. We know that, right? So if AC network is used, we are going to call these things as impedances. Whereas if the DC network is used, we are going to call these things as the resistances. So coming to the steps for solving Thevenin's theorem, our first step in solving the Thevenin's theorem is we need to remove the load resistor. So from the given circuit, we are going to remove the load resistor. And our second step is we need to calculate the voltage across the open circuited terminals. So after removing the load resistor, that circuit is going to be the open circuited. So we are going to calculate the voltage across that open circuited point. So the name of that voltage is nothing but your Thevenin's voltage. Coming to the third step, we are going to calculate the equivalent resistance again from the open circuited terminals only. That resistance we are going to call it as Thevenin's resistance. So coming to the fourth step, in this step we are going to redraw the circuit by taking VTH and RTH in series across the RL. And finally, we are going to calculate the current IL or IT, which is equals to VTH by RTH plus RL. That is according to the Ohm's law. So these steps we are going to follow in order to solve any kind of Thevenin's theorem problems. So let us take one problem as an example and we are going to check how to solve this problem with the help of these steps. So let us take this problem. Here we need to calculate the current flowing through the load resistor using Thevenin's theorem for the circuit given below. So if you observe the circuit, here this RL is nothing but your load resistance. As he has directly mentioned this RL, so we are going to call this RL as the load resistance. If he is not mentioning anything, then in the question we need to check. So if he is not mentioning anything in the circuit, then he is going to simply ask the question like this. Calculate the current flowing through the 6 ohm resistor. Then you need to check for 6 ohm resistor and that 6 ohm resistor is going to be your load resistor. So your load resistor may be here or it may be here or it may be here. Okay. So in this example that I have taken, the load resistor is here. So now let us see how to solve this one according to the steps that we have discussed. So what is our first step? Our first step is we need to remove the load resistor, right? So after removing the load resistor, this circuit is going to be looks like this. So here we are going to make the point as A and point as B. So coming to the next step, we need to calculate the voltage across the open circuited terminals. So if we are going to calculate the voltage across this open circuited path, so then ultimately, as this path is open circuited, there will be no current flow through this. So whatever may be the resistance that is present here, okay, which is of no use. Why? Because if we calculate the voltage drop across this resistance, again it will come to zero. Why? Because the current will be zero anyhow, right? So for that purpose, whatever the voltage drop across this R3 is nothing but your Thevenin's voltage now. So in order to calculate this voltage drop across the R3, we need to know the value of current I1. If you know the value of current I1, then only it is possible for us to calculate the voltage drop across this. That is, our VTH is equals to I1 into R3. That is the voltage drop across this 5 ohm resistor, right? So in order to calculate this I1, we are going to use the Ohm's law here. Okay. So with the help of Ohm's law, we can say that I equals to V by R. So in this case, I1 equals to V1 by R1 plus R3. So if you substitute the values, you are going to get the I1 value as 1 ampere. Now, after getting the I1 value, we are going to calculate the Thevenin's voltage. So this Thevenin's voltage is going to be calculated with the help of VTH equals to I1 into R3. So we know the I1 value as 1 and R3 value as 5. So we are going to get the VTH value as 5 volts. So coming to the step 3, in step 3 we are going to calculate the equivalent resistance. So this is the circuit that we are going to get for equivalent resistance. So there is a small change here if you observe. So whenever if you are having any voltage source in the circuit, while calculating the equivalent resistance, we are going to short circuit that voltage source. If any current source is present, then we are going to open circuit the current source. And we need to see from the open circuited terminal and we need to calculate the R equivalent. So if we see from the open circuited terminals here, then we need to start reducing this circuit from the other end. So if we start from the other end and if you observe this R1 and R3 are going to be in parallel, finally the resultant will be in series with this R2. So that is what we are going to do now. So your RTH value is nothing but R1 and R3 are in parallel, right? So R1 R3 by R1 plus R3 you are going to get. And finally this resultant is going to be added to R2. So we are going to add R2 for this. And if you substitute the values, you are going to get the RTH as 13.33 ohms. So now we are going for the final step. In the final step, we are going to redraw the circuit and we are going to calculate the load current. So this is the circuit that we are going to draw. So we are in the final circuit, we are going to have the VTH in series with RTH across the load terminal A and B. So here we got the VTH value as 5 volts and RTH value as 13.33 ohms, and we know the load resistor value as 6 ohms. So finally what we are going to calculate here is nothing but we are going to calculate the IL. So if you want to calculate the IL, again here also we are going to use the same Ohm's law. So with the help of Ohm's law, IL equals to VTH by RTH plus RL is the formula. So we are going to get the IL value as 0.258 amperes. So in this way, if we follow these 4 steps properly, we can solve any kind of Thevenin's theorem problems in a simple manner. Thank you.